So once again, I really want to thank you for your interest in European Gateway, and I hope that we're going to be onboarding you very, very soon. So in this session, we're going to be talking about how we onboard our clients. Deliberately, because we know our clients are very busy, we've tried to make it as simple and as easy and as smooth as possible, and actually means you don't actually have to spend so much time. Normally we're able to build a playbook in 2 45-minute sessions. So how we do it is we start off with a 45-minute interview where there's 15 questions, nothing for you to prepare whatsoever. We go through the 15 questions. It's a recorded interview. And upon actually doing that, then we go in and we create the sales playbook, which you can see in front of you here. So the sales playbook has everything that we need. So in executive summary, we've got the goals that we're going after, the timelines that we are basically working through, the strategy overview. These are the questions that you have actually answered, and we put it all in there, and we have our go-to-market. We always try and simplify the technology that you sell, so that it's easy when we're on the phones or when we're communicating with prospects to be able to convey the message so that people can easily understand exactly what you do. And then we have our lead generation execution, and then we adapt value selling, which is the methodology we use, where we adapt value selling to your technology. And then last but not least, there is the market feedback. So this is sort of the playbook that we use in our day-to-day runnings of your account, and it's something which we update on a regular basis. So you'll see on the bi-weekly calls, we'll always add a few things to it. But I'm going to take you very quickly through the playbook, just to give you an overview. So here is the KPI and how many opportunities we need to create to hit your specific KPI. So this could be 50k a month, or it could be $1 million for the year, or whatever it is. We'll go and adapt that. So in terms of timelines, what we normally see is that we get the approval of the sales playbook already by week 2. So these timelines have been inflated over so slightly, just in case sometimes there are a few delays. But normally we see, week 1, we build a sales play, we do the interview, week 2 is ready, we get your approval, then we start setting everything up on LinkedIn, email, and then we connect our data tool, which downloads all the data from LinkedIn, so getting the telephone numbers, email addresses, and so forth. We connect that, and then we are able to start calling. And normally what we see is already by week 2, we're seeing the first couple of meetings starting to come in. But for the sake of this timeline, we've said week 3, just to be on the safe side. And obviously, normally what we see, the first 2 to 4 meetings are not the best qualified, and we sort of learn as we go along, and we kind of say, okay, what is going to change and improve, so that by week 3, week 4, we're ensuring that we're filling that pipeline with some good quality meetings. So let's give us the strategy overview. So who are we going after? What regions are we going after? Which industries are we going after? What is the goal, etc. So this gives it a quick overview, and it's easy for the team to always know, okay, this is what we need to do, this is how we need to do it. And then there is the go-to-market strategy itself. So our process is we build a list on LinkedIn, which just means that we have the highest qualification when we do it via LinkedIn, because we can see when they've last been on LinkedIn, so we know they're active, and they're sort of active in that role. We're able to search on the given role and so forth. So we use Sales Navigator to go in, create the list of prospects that we want to go after within your given market. We send them messages on LinkedIn, and then we connect our AI sales data tool to LinkedIn, and then the AI sales data tool is able to get their telephone numbers, their email addresses, and even their socials. We take that data and we create the email campaign. So we always aim to try and send out like 100 emails a day, and these are personalized basho emails. And then we obviously want to call all the people that have opened the email, all the people that have actually haven't responded to our LinkedIn message or shown some type of LinkedIn interest. We want to call them, and then actually book a meeting with them. So this is overall the aggressive digital outreach, is that, we want to aim to hit the same prospect multiple times using multiple outreach means. So once you have given us answers to the questions from the 15 sales questions, we use this template to put a bit more wording to it, so we get a good understanding of who you are, what you do, what is that you want to achieve. So for example, one of the questions in the 15 questions is, who is your target audience? And then, we might go into a bit more detail. Can you tell me more about them? What makes them tick? What sort of background they tend to have? What makes them sort of get scared, or what sort of things that they want to achieve? So this is one thing we will go through, and then from that we can start building the strategy questions. So it'll be more than just the questions that are there. So who are they? What are the different services we do? What is our competitive advantage? What is our sales elevator pitch? And so forth. So based on the questions, we can start building this out. Then there's our objection handling, and this is something again which we will go through with you in the interview. However, on a weekly basis, we'll update you on the objections that we're seeing and what we're seeing is working as a good answer, so you also have an idea and something which you can implement with the rest of the sales team if you have a team. Then that's our lead generation execution. So again, we use LinkedIn as our base. Here's where we have all our filters, so we ensure that we are hitting the right demographic. And then we start building out the LinkedIn messages. So this would be our connection message, whether we're going for a meeting, first message and follow-up message. And this is where we use the grab methodology. And then we find a way of how we can actually grab the individuals. And then we have some AI data tools which looks at the response rate that we're getting. So we know where we need to be in order to be successful. And if we fall below the response rates, then we need to go in and tweak the message, and we keep on tweaking that message until we get it right. We do the same thing on email. On email, we're using the Basho methodology. So it would be, we tend to use that in the subject title, which is in line with Basho. And then it's why you now, and then there's a call to action. So we're gonna start something very personalized, why them, why they should care now, and then, hey, let's have a call next week because of X, Y, and Z. We want to hit the same prospect 4 times until they actually respond with either a no or not now, or great, let's have a meeting, let's talk. And then that's our core call pitch. We will then put this in here. So how we call is slightly different, as I've mentioned in other videos. So again, following value selling, we go in with relevant questions that we know is going to grab their attention and make the person tick. So very polite, and then we start asking questions. When they ask, actually, who are you? Where are you calling from? Oh yeah, my name is X, Y, and Z. So we go in as if we already know the prospect, asking them questions, because it's all about value, and we have value in mind, and really thinking about how we can add value to them, and that's how we are able to get the meetings. So this is just our value selling process, again, which we adapt to your technology. So the questions that we're going to be asking are all adapted to your prospects, your market, your industry, to ensure that we make that work. Then there is the market feedback. So we're always going to try and look at how can we do things better? How can we improve? How can we actually build a pipeline faster? How can we close more business? As this is something we're going to be looking at on a weekly basis. So every single week we look at what is the market telling us about your technology, what are the different objections that we're getting from the market, and how do we adapt. So this is something we'll let you know. So we always come to the meetings not just with problems, but we want to come to you and say, these are the problems, these are the challenges, this is what the market is saying, this is how we intend to go in and resolve it. Is there something else you would like to add to it? Or is there something you would like to subtract? But this is what we believe would work, and we'll go out there to the market and then we keep this up to date, and we'll keep, and the reason why there's a date there, because we want to see how we're progressing every single week, how we're getting better every single week.